I'm Christopher Rillo, and I'm the curator of Fugitive Land, a group exhibition that's on view at Silverlens in New York. This exhibition features the work of three intergenerational artists, Santiago Bose, Michael Jute, and Stephanie Syjuco. The exhibition looks at ideas of memory and place, and also the legacy of colonial trauma and experience. In part, the exhibition is inspired by the book How to Hide an Empire, which is by Daniel Immerwahr. In Immerwahr's book, he looks at the long history of American imperialism and argues that for many American citizens, this idea of a global empire was very much hidden from view and really unknown and kind of obscured by this idea of the continental US, while the country has military bases scattered throughout the world. For the artists in the show, this idea of place and history, and as well as appropriating images and found material, was really at the heart of their practice. Santiago Bose has some of the oldest works that are in the exhibition. A piece such as Baguio Souvenirs, made in 1976, is very emblematic of his practice. Bose is known for using a lot of what can be considered the colonial detritus of the American occupation, and uses that material to speak back against that history. For Baguio Souvenirs, he's using turn-of-the-century photographs that look like surveying images of the very city in which he's born, and he's setting them in an assemblage work as if they were windows peering out into the world. It's set inside what appears almost like an administrative wall that's kind of bisected by different colors of paint. And then it's also kind of interspersed with various collaged elements. For Stephanie Syjuco, she's presenting Body Double, which is a 3-channel video installation. It's an early video work of hers. It appropriates Hollywood films Platoon, Apocalypse Now, and Hamburger Hill, all three of which were set in the Vietnam War, but were actually filmed in the Philippines. She's very much interested in how one place can double as another. In this instance, you have 3 films that are about an American war in Vietnam, but it's actually filmed in a former American colony. In addition, she's solely focused on the landscapes that are depicted in the films, so she's blacked out any of the actors and human figures that might appear. So very much these works are about obscuring, in a way, to reveal the kind of history and workings of these films themselves. In another sense of restraint, Michael Jute has presented this large-scale sculpture, Epi Montclair Mariposa Crosscut. This is a work that he made on the occasion of the exhibition, and it's a large-scale slab of marble that's hoisted some dozen feet into the air as if it were a billboard. But it's not advertising any kind of product, but instead is really just presenting its very material presence. The back of the work is coated in silver nitrate, which is a kind of precursor material for making photographs and something that's used for mirroring as well. And it essentially creates a kind of mirrored patina on the back of the marble itself. As the title suggests, this slab of marble comes from the largest marble quarry, which is located in Vermont. In the same ways that the other artists are really thinking about place and location, here we're literally looking at a crosscut of the land itself, of this stone that's been around for however many millennia, and really presenting this idea of the very land. By bringing the works together of these 3 artists, I hope that their varying practices inform one another to really kind of develop this context around time and place, to also look at very formal procedures of appropriation of found materials and images that really speak back to these very complicated ideas of history and experience. The artists in the show demonstrate many different ways of making art, moving across various mediums, including sculpture, photography, painting, printmaking. And in some, I think it serves as a meditation on ideas of place and memory, and really thinking about how an artist can find their place in the world.